Dune. The universe of Dune is a sprawling interstellar empire ruled by noble houses, where politics, religion, and ecology collide in a harsh desert planet called Arrakis. Life revolves around the precious spice, melange, which extends life, enhances mental abilities, and enables space travel. Power is brutal and precarious, betrayal is constant, and survival depends on both cunning and resilience. The desert is lethal, with gigantic sandworms devouring anything in their path, and water is more precious than gold. Human life is cheap, yet the story explores deep philosophical questions about destiny, leadership, and the human capacity for adaptation in extreme conditions. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. The Last of Us. In The Last of Us, civilization has collapsed under a fungal pandemic that transforms humans into monstrous, zombie-like creatures. Society has crumbled into chaos, with cities abandoned, communities ruled by militias, and morality often sacrificed for survival. Humanity clings to hope through small bonds, like the relationship between Joel and Ellie, but every choice carries brutal consequences. Violence, scarcity, and fear define daily life, showing a world where trust is rare and safety is an illusion. Nature slowly reclaims abandoned cities, creating a haunting contrast between human devastation and the persistence of life. Dark Souls. The world of Dark Souls is dark, mysterious, and unforgiving. Lords, dragons, and hallowed humans inhabit ancient kingdoms in decay, where death is constant and learning from failure is the only way to progress. Magic and curses exist alongside crumbling castles and fog-filled forests. The narrative is sparse and cryptic, forcing players to piece together the history of a world caught between light and dark. Every encounter is a test of skill, patience, and observation. Themes of despair, cyclical decay, and the futility of ambition permeate the universe, leaving the player in awe of both its beauty and its cruelty. Mad Max. Mad Max presents a post-apocalyptic wasteland where oil and water scarcity have destroyed societal structures. The landscape is barren, violent, and lawless, with survival hinging on speed, firepower, and alliances of convenience. Gangs, dictators, and warlords impose brutal control over whatever resources remain. Humanity has regressed to primal instincts, and morality is a luxury few can afford. The universe is visually chaotic and relentlessly harsh, yet it captures resilience, rebellion, and the human instinct to endure even when civilization itself has turned to dust. Vampire. The Masquerade. The world of Vampire is a shadowed mirror of our own, where vampires secretly manipulate society through politics, deceit, and centuries of hidden power. Vampires are bound by their thirst, their clans, and the complex rules of the Masquerade, which ensures humans remain unaware of their existence. Darkness pervades every choice. Ambition, revenge, and survival often outweigh compassion. Immortality brings isolation and moral decay, forcing characters to navigate treacherous social structures where one wrong step can lead to eternal damnation. The universe blends gothic horror, existential struggle, and political intrigue in a setting where trust is almost impossible. The Witcher. In The Witcher, the world is morally gray, filled with war, monsters, and corruption. Humans, elves, and other beings coexist uneasily, with prejudice and greed shaping society. Witchers like Geralt are mutants, trained from childhood to hunt deadly creatures, yet they are often mistrusted by the very people they protect. Magic is unpredictable, politics is deadly, and every choice carries consequences. The universe explores the brutality of survival and the human tendency toward cruelty, while weaving complex relationships, moral dilemmas, and the struggle to maintain honor in a chaotic world. The Expanse. The Expanse envisions a future where humanity has colonized the solar system, but division, exploitation, and inequality remain central. Earth, Mars, and the Belt are politically and economically fractured, creating tension and conflict that often explode into war. Resources are scarce, technology is advanced but fallible, and survival demands both intelligence and ruthlessness. The universe examines the fragility of civilization, the cost of expansion, and the consequences of ignoring environmental and social limits. Human ambition clashes with the harshness of space, producing moral dilemmas and existential threats at every turn. Children of Men. The universe of Children of Men depicts a dystopian near future where humanity faces extinction due to global infertility. Governments are authoritarian, borders are militarized, and society is in despair, with violence, poverty, and hopelessness omnipresent. Daily life is bleak, and the future seems non-existent, yet small acts of courage and care create fleeting sparks of hope. The universe emphasizes the fragility of human society, the consequences of apathy, and the resilience required to survive when the very foundation of life is collapsing. It's a world stripped of optimism, where despair is universal but not absolute. Help me reach 1,000 subscribers.